Well, according to a recent study from Kaiser Family Foundation, more than 25% of high schoolers and more than 20% of kids ages 5 to 12 reported the pandemic negatively affected their mental health. I spoke to a behavioral health clinician and a criminal justice professor to find out why these fights are happening and what schools can do to help. The past several weeks in the Peoria area have been marked by multiple school fights. An ISU professor who studies school safety says these fights often start in the community or online.
They may have started outside of the school in many cases, and then they matriculate into the school setting because of interactions over social media.
He says students don't have many options at that point.
So it's like a lose-lose-lose situation for a lot of students, because even if you walk away, you get attacked. If you fight, you get suspended. What I've heard a lot of times from students that I've interviewed is that I told the school and they did nothing. So I had no choice but to fight back and defend myself.
Ann Bowles is a behavioral health clinician at Unity Place. She says the pandemic has had a negative impact on kids' social skills.
At one time, kids were very active, very social with one another, and because they've had to be so separated, the ability to socialize, to work out conflicts, isn't as it used to be.
She says learning skills like mindfulness and conflict resolution will help.
Schools need to really focus on how to teach kids how to engage and do conflict management, have conflicts, manage conflicts.
Bell says schools need to get to know their students personally.
And I think a lot of times, if schools did a better job of understanding their students, of understanding what they're going through outside of school, we could interrupt many of these altercations before they spilled over onto school grounds.
And Dr. Bell says he has a book coming out on October 19th called Suspended: Punishment, Violence, and the Failure of School Safety, exploring 160 students, parents, and educators' experiences navigating suspensions and punishment in public schools. Rebecca?